Today we're in the Yorkshire Dales, just outside Hawes, a place called Appersett. We're going to walk up to Cotterdale and make it around. So we're in Appersett now. We've parked our car on the green, free parking. There's enough space for about 12 cars. So we walk forward, crossing over the river. You've got a lime kiln and a farm at the other side. Just where them two people are, we go through the tiny gate and turn right into the fields. So we walk forward in the fields down towards the second road bridge where that car is, and then we turn left, walking forwards with the river on our right. Just before we go into the field to turn right, we take a quick shot of the little calves and the cows feeding there, look, in the farm. As we make our way down towards the river, that's a quick shot to our left. There's just another quick shot to our left. Just where the trees are, we've got the river. We turn left there. Well, this is another new walk. We cross off the stile into the wood, and as we've been told, this is a bluebell wood, so this is why we've left it a few weeks to do it. We're always on the lookout for a white bluebell. We've just started our walk, and there it is. There's our white bluebell. Hundreds of blue ones, but we've got our white one. We'll settle now, we don't need to look too hard. Looks like we're in for a good day. And as you can see, it's right at the side of the path. We keep going. As you can hear, there's plenty of bird life. You're walking with a taxi driver today in the Yorkshire Dales, just outside Hawes. Can you hear the birds? Just down below the bluebells, we've got marsh marigolds. Plenty of bird life, beautiful. Bluebells just in front, and wild garlic just down below. We're coming out into the field now. So we just keep heading forward now with the river on our right, over the stile. So as we head forward, we're heading slightly uphill towards that big tree that's sort of laid down. And then we follow the path through the wall into the bluebells again. As you can see, there's a fair few bluebells, but we've only found one white one. We still keep looking. It's a bit of fun to see who finds it first. Within about a minute or two, we'll be out into the open. So we cross over the stile, bear slightly right. You can see the faint path there. That's a quick shot to our left hand side. Can you see that bird on that sheep's back there? Let's have a quick shot. That looks like a starling. He's gone. We keep going. We're heading into the wood now for a short way. So as we head forward through the trees, the river's just down below. We cross over a tiny stream. Plenty of bird life. River's on our right hand side. We turn left there, heading towards the barns and the track. We've got a farm on our right. That's looking to our right. We'll be coming back down there somewhere on our way back. And that's looking to our left as we head across the fields. So we walk to the right hand corner of the field, to the signpost, through the gate and turn left, following the track. The farm's on our right hand side, but you just keep heading forward through the gate, up the valley. Yeah, so we're following the track now. Been very lucky today. We didn't arrive till 12 o'clock. Been very cloudy back at York, but here we are, sunshine. Just down below on our left hand side, we've got an old stone barn with a roof missing, but if we get chance we check them out. But there we are, heading forward. We can see a couple more. We keep going. Everywhere we look, we've got marsh marigolds. We're on the track, but the soil or the earth either side is very damp. The river's just in front of us, and as you can see, the field to the left hand side seems to be full of marigolds. It's beautiful in real life. They're all got loads of little insects feeding off the pollen. We keep going. The track bears off to your left. You can see a house just on the hill, but just before the gates we turn right at the footpath sign, keeping pretty tight to the side of the field because it can be a bit boggy, so we're told. We're at the end of the field now, heading forwards. As you can see, there's tiny lambs feeding everywhere, look. On right hand side there's two there, look. That's about 80 foot in front of us. She's had enough. Yeah, they're just keeping cool under the, you can just see a head there, look. They're just keeping cool under the shade to your left here. And that's all we can see, just his head and tiny bit of his back. Yeah, we're at the side of the river again now. We thought we'd take a quick shot now, just before we disturb them two lambs, because we've got to go through that gate. Just in front we've got some guinea fowl here. Handsome through the gate. And we need to go through that gate as well. Well, we'll have to head forward now. Yeah, they're beautiful little birds, a guinea fowl. We keep going. Just keep following the river all the way. The farmer's built himself a ford there to get to the land at the other side. But we've just seen some trout coming up for the mayfly further back, but we couldn't get the camera focused on them. Let's keep going. Well, that's looking to our right hand side again, across the river. We are coming back at that side, but we don't know exactly till we get there. But we won't be going over the top, I don't think. That's looking left with a stone barn. And if we look at the second barn a bit closer, we can see there's glass windows fitted at this end. I'd say somebody's possibly been living there, but you know, a long time ago. Let's keep going. We're in the next field now. We can see some buildings. We turn right there, through the middle of them, onto the track at the far side. As we head towards the buildings, that's a shot to a farm on our right, and by the sound of it, they've got a few dogs. We're at the other side now. You can see the railway arch. We turn right here. As you cross the bridge, take a look to your left, and then head forward through the two gates, uphill, bearing off slightly right. We're at the third gate now, turning right, heading forward, downhill, with the wall on our right hand side. So we head down to the road and make our way up the other side, more or less to the top corner of them trees. We're going over the top. Just before we do, that's a shot to our right, and again, so cross straight over the bridge you'll see the footpath sign at the other side, straight up. Just before we do, there's the view. The Yorkshire Dales at its best. Fantastic. I've got the sheep just behind me. So we've crossed the road. We're heading up the other side, bearing slightly right, but just to our left, looks like we've got some probably mining or something there in front of us, surrounded by the trees. As we make our way uphill, that's a quick shot to the right hand side. That was the side that we walked up earlier on. So as we make our way up to the top, the last tree on the left, we can see a post just in front of it. That's where we're heading. That's looking to our left hand side as we slowly make our way uphill. To the left hand side of the last tree, we've got our stile, straight over, uphill, just bearing off slightly right. As we head uphill, on our right hand side we can see the road and we can see the church from Horse in the distance, and that's looking left just above the mine. And as you just keep walking slightly right, you'll see the gate in the wall straight over. So we're slowly dropping down. You can see the stile and the plantations in front of you. And as we drop over the top, look at that. That's Cotterdale. That's a halfway. What a place. I can't believe we've never been here before, but we haven't. That's a view to our right. Well, let's keep going because it's 3:30 and we need a break. We're just fading a bit. So as we head down towards the river, that's a shot to our left. Looks like the logging. We just keep following the river. It won't be long till we're in Cotterdale. We just cross over that bridge. A couple of minutes, we'll be there. Just in front of us, we've got Cotterdale. But just to our left-hand side here, there's a bit of a sun trap. It's 4 o'clock. We're going to stop for a drink of tea. What a beautiful setting. You can just hear the water just trickling by. Well, here we are at Cotterdale, just at the other side of the river. That's what you call an old house. Really old window frames and stone steps on the outside to get to the second floor. And it looks like it's got 4 chimney pots. And we can see swallows and different birds going into the little cracks. So at the road, we're turning right. That's just a quick shot left into the sunshine. Right, we're going to turn right now. This road comes to a dead end soon. Let's get to the end of it if we can. Our left hand side, we've got a few dogs there, look. But I think they're more curious than out else. And that's the shot just to the back of the kennels. Dogs are just on our left. That's a view in front. And I can see a pheasant there, look. Is he going to cross the road? Yes, he is. There's a car there, look. Car and a pheasant. He's gone. Yeah, we're still heading forward. I think just round that bend we'll be at the end of the village. And there we are, just round the corner. The last house in the village, Shepherd's Cottage, built 1616. That's 400 years ago. We turn back round now and walk back down the village 100 yards and then turn left over the footbridge. We're out into the open fields again now, heading forward. There's our gate. That's looking to our right hand side. That's just above us on our left hand side. That's just a fraction of the bluebells that we can see and get on camera, but there's loads of them. This is certainly a Fantastic walk, as you can see. I'm just amazed we've never done it. But we have now, or nearly. There's a shot to our right. It's quite a warm day and the sheep are keeping in the shade behind the stone barn. We just keep heading forward, following the wall. We've just gone through the wall, heading forwards. I can see a gate in front of us, just to the left-hand side of the barn. If this is a bit wobbly, I'm stood on a load of bits of rock to get some height, but look at this here. I'm just going to zoom in a second. The baby kestrels. There's 3 of them. I mean, this is just something special. We're in one of the old barns here, and we just saw this kestrel fly out, so we popped in. We couldn't see nothing, but just above our heads, like I say, we've just stood on some bits of rock, and here we are. Look at that, one's popped its head up there. Look, there's 3 of them there. Just popped his head up to look at me. This is just incredible footage, and this is just live. I mean, you're just walking along and you're out in the Yorkshire Dales, and look at that. Oh, 3 of them. Look at that. All 3 of them. Like I say, I'm balanced on not a very safe place at the moment to get some height to picture these, but this is some of the best footage I think I've ever taken in my life. I've never seen a baby kestrel, and here we are in the Yorkshire Dales with 3 of them. Well, I think we'll leave that for now. I don't want to disturb them for too long, and we don't want the mother to to be irritated, so we're going to leave them for now. As we head forward, we've got a stone barn on our right, and on the left hand side, that could possibly be a shepherd's hut. We don't know, we're just saying possibly. And that's the view to our right, and there's the river just down below, the road at the far side. We're walking through an area that's been replanted with broadleaf trees. Yeah, there's a few bluebells either side, straight over the stile. That's a view to our right, just before we do. And that's a view to our left. We've got the dry stone wall, and it looks like a spoil heap from earlier mining. So we go over the stile now. We just keep heading forwards. Well, it's 6:15. We've still got maybe a 1.5 miles to go, maybe 2 miles. We're steadily making our way uphill, just a gradual ascent. We're slowly making our way to the top now. Not so far off, then we'll level out, and then we'll start dropping down towards the car. We're at the footpath sign now, turning right, following the track downhill. At the T-junction, we turn right. We go through the gate. We're looking for a right turn now. We drop downhill a couple 100 yards till we see the footpath sign. We turn right there. You've got haws in front of you. So we're heading downhill now, over the stile, and then bearing slightly left. So we just keep heading forwards now. So we just make our way to the road, turn left over the bridge, and we're back at our car. Well, there we are. We've come back 2 weeks later, and it looks like that's the only one. It takes roughly 6 weeks to fledge, so he's about halfway through, or she is. But there's your baby kestrel there, look. I've a job to hold this camera still. He's about 2.5 to 3 weeks old. What's happened to the rest of the nest we don't know, but we said there was 3 when we filmed them 2 weeks ago, but there was 4. But this is the only one that's left. That's about as still as I can get this. He's not too bothered I'm here, but I don't want to disturb him. So that'll do for now. We hope you've enjoyed our walk in the Yorkshire Dales from Appersett to Cotterdale round. You've been walking with the taxi driver today.